Have you ever been in a meeting where someone says, we should follow NIST, someone else says, we need COBIT, and then another person asks, what about ISO 27001? If you're new to cybersecurity, governance, audit, or IT leadership, these frameworks can sound confusing. Many professionals think they're competing frameworks, but the truth is much simpler. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly what each framework does, when it's used, and the easiest way to remember the difference forever. Let's begin. Before we talk about frameworks, let's talk about the problem they solve. Imagine running a large organization with no structure, no security standards, no governance, no accountability, no clear responsibilities. Sooner or later, things begin to break. Risks increase, audits fail, security incidents happen, and business objectives become difficult to achieve. This is exactly why frameworks exist. Frameworks provide guidance. They help organizations make better decisions, reduce risk, improve performance, and operate consistently. Think of them as a roadmap for running technology securely and effectively. Now let's use an analogy. Imagine a large international airport. Thousands of passengers move through it every day. Aircraft arrive and depart constantly. Baggage systems are running, security checkpoints are active, hundreds of employees work together to keep everything operating smoothly. Now imagine removing one critical function. What if the airport had security officers but no management, or management but no procedures, or procedures but no security controls? The airport would quickly become chaotic. To function properly, the airport needs three things. It needs protection, it needs governance, and it needs management. Keep this airport in your mind because NIST, COBIT, and ISO 27001 each represent one of these responsibilities. And once you understand this analogy, you will never confuse them again. Let's start with NIST. NIST focuses on cybersecurity. In our airport example, NIST represents the security team, the people protecting passengers, monitoring threats, responding to incidents, and restoring operations when something goes wrong. NIST revolves around 5 core functions: identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover. These 5 functions create a practical approach to cybersecurity. When someone asks, how do we defend against cyber threats? How do we detect attacks? How do we respond? How do we recover? Those are NIST questions. A simple way to remember NIST is this: NIST helps organizations protect themselves. Let's imagine a ransomware attack. Employees suddenly lose access to files. Systems stop working. Business operations are interrupted. What happens next? This is where NIST comes in. NIST helps organizations understand what systems have been affected, how do we contain the attack, how do we recover operations, how do we prevent it from happening again. Think back to our airport. If a security incident occurs at the airport, the security team follows a playbook. NIST is that playbook. It provides practical guidance for protecting and responding. Now let's move to COBIT. Unlike NIST, COBIT isn't focused on cyber attacks. COBIT focuses on governance. In our airport example, COBIT represents airport leadership, the executives, the management team, the people making strategic decisions. COBIT asks questions like, are we investing in the right technologies? Are we managing risks appropriately? Are we getting value from IT? Are our technology decisions supporting business objectives? COBIT is all about alignment, making sure IT serves the business. A simple way to remember COBIT is this: COBIT helps organizations govern technology. Let's imagine the airport wants to invest millions in a new baggage handling system. Before spending that money, management needs answers. Should we invest? What benefits will we get? Who approves the investment? What are the risks? How will we measure success? Those are the governance questions. And governance is exactly what COBIT helps with. COBIT helps leaders make informed decisions. It ensures technology investments deliver real business value. Now let's talk about ISO 27001. ISO 27001 focuses on building an information security management system, or ISMS. In our airport example, ISO 27001 represents the operating manual, the documented procedure, the policies, the rules everyone follows. ISO 27001 helps organizations create a structured and repeatable approach to security. Unlike NIST and COBIT, ISO 27001 also allows organizations to become certified. That certification demonstrates to customers, regulators, and partners that security is being managed systematically. A simple way to remember ISO 27001 is this: it helps organizations manage security. Let's see how this works in practice. An organization first identifies its information assets, then it assesses the risk, implements controls, monitors effectiveness, conducts reviews, and continuously improves. Notice something important? This process never really ends. It's a cycle. Just like an airport constantly reviews safety procedures, improves operations, and updates controls, ISO 27001 turned security into a continuous journey rather than a one-time project. Now let's compare all three. NIST focuses on cybersecurity risk management. COBIT focuses on governance and business alignment. ISO 27001 focuses on information security management. Each framework serves a different purpose, and that's why comparing them directly can sometimes be misleading. They aren't competitors, they solve different problems. Think about our airport again. One framework protects, one governs, one manages. Each plays a different role. Here's where everything starts to come together. Mature organizations rarely choose only one framework. Instead, they combine them. NIST provides the protection, COBIT provides the governance, ISO 27001 provides the management system. Together, they create a strong organization. A more secure organization, a better governed organization, a more resilient organization. The strongest companies don't ask which framework should we choose. They ask, how can we use them together? If you only remember one thing from this entire video, remember this: NIST equals protect, COBIT equals govern, ISO 27001 equals manage. Let's say it again: NIST protects, COBIT governs, ISO 27001 manages. Now think about the airport. NIST protects the airport, COBIT governs the airport, ISO 27001 manages security across the airport. Once you understand that relationship, you'll never confuse these frameworks again. So where should you start? If you're interested in cybersecurity, start with NIST. If you're interested in governance, audit, risk, or leadership, start with COBIT. If you're interested in compliance, security programs, or certification, start with the ISO 27001. And if your goal is to become an IT leader, consultant, auditor, CIO, or CISO, learn all three. Because the future belongs to professionals who understand technology, governance, risk, and security together. Let's finish with one final thought. Technology alone doesn't create successful organization. Security alone doesn't create successful organizations. Governance alone doesn't create successful organizations. Success happens when all three work together. NIST protects, COBIT governs, ISO 27001 manages. Together, they help organizations build stronger security, smarter governance, and sustainable success. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.